Ladies and gentlemen, stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no excuse for not trying. Know these. You're breathing. You're alive. You've got a shot, and the only thing standing in the way is your decision to move or sit back and die with regrets. What are you gonna do? Listen to me. Opportunity doesn't wait for excuses. Life doesn't pause for your feelings. Every second you sit in hesitation, somebody else is grinding. Somebody else is chasing. Somebody else is building the life you wish you had. And the difference? They tried. You've got to kill the mindset that says, I'll start tomorrow. No. The only thing you own is today. And today is screaming at you, try, push, go after it. Because if you don't, you'll watch your dreams rot while someone else lives them. I don't care about your background, your bank account, your broken past. Those are not excuses. If you've got breath in your lungs, you've got the ability to try. Stop letting comfort bury your potential. Stop letting fear keep you average. The world doesn't reward excuses. It rewards action. From this moment on, when you feel fear, when you feel doubt, when you feel lazy, you look in the mirror and say, no excuse. I will try, because effort is free, energy is free, and excuses are expensive. They cost you your future. Excuses don't pay bills. Action does. Excuses sound good in your head, but they don't feed your family. They don't pay your rent. They don't move your dream forward. You can't cash excuses at the bank. You can't hand an excuse to your children and say, here's dinner tonight. Excuses are empty. And here's the truth. When you make excuses, you think you're protecting yourself. You think you're making it easier. But really, you're digging a deeper hole, because every excuse you make becomes a chain around your ankle. And before you know it, you're trapped. You're watching others climb while you're sinking. I need you to hear me. Life does not reward intentions. It rewards execution. Nobody cares what you plan to do. Nobody cares what you almost did. What matters is what you actually did, what you tried to do, what you pushed to accomplish when everything in you wanted to quit. Stop hiding behind, I don't have the resources. Stop crying about, I don't have support. You don't need perfect conditions. You need relentless action, because the truth is, the most successful people you admire, they didn't start with everything. They started with nothing, but they tried anyway. And I'm telling you right now, your excuses are keeping you broke, keeping you small, keeping you invisible. You've got ideas, but you won't try. You've got talent, but you won't try. You've got dreams, but you won't try. So let me be clear. Excuses are the graveyard of greatness. From this hour forward, I want you to catch yourself every time your mind starts saying, I can't, because you cut it off. You destroy it. You replace it with, I will try, because I refuse to die without giving my gift to the world. Oh, comfort is the enemy of trying, right? Your biggest problem isn't lack of talent. It isn't lack of opportunity. It's comfort. You've gotten too comfortable where you are, and comfort kills dreams. Comfort keeps you in the same spot year after year, looking back, wondering why nothing changed. You say you want success, but the moment things get uncomfortable, you back up. The moment you feel resistance, you stop. The moment it hurts, you quit. And that's the reason you're not where you want to be. Because you made excuses when it got hard instead of trying harder. Stop lying to yourself. You don't need easy. You need purpose. You don't need comfort. You need challenge. Because growth only comes when you push past what you thought was possible. And here's the truth. Trying isn't about convenience. It's about commitment. You've got to be willing to try when you're tired. Try when you're broke. Try when nobody's clapping. Try when you're scared. Because that's where transformation happens. The graveyard is full of people who wanted success but chose comfort instead. Full of people who said, I'll do it tomorrow. Full of people who waited for the perfect moment that never came. Don't you dare be one of them. I'm telling you right now, success doesn't belong to the talented. It belongs to the relentless. The ones who tried, failed, tried again, failed again, and still kept moving. That's the mindset you need. I don't stop when it gets hard. I don't stop when I feel pain. I don't stop until I try every single option. If you stay comfortable, you will stay average. If you keep making excuses, you'll die with potential still inside you. But if you decide today, right now, that there is no excuse for not trying, your life will never look the same again. Discipline over excuses. Okay? Success is not about how you feel. It's about what you're willing to do when you don't feel like it. That's discipline. And discipline is the enemy of excuses. You wake up tired. Your excuse says, go back to sleep. But discipline says, get up, get after it. The world doesn't care how you feel. You don't have the money. Your excuse says, it's impossible. But discipline says, find a way, grind harder, learn the skill, make the call. Excuses are easy. Excuses are comfortable. Excuses are soft. But discipline is war. Discipline is saying, I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if I'm broke. I don't care if I'm hurting. I will treat anyway. Let me be real with you. Everybody wants the reward, but nobody wants the responsibility. Everybody wants success, but nobody wants sacrifice. You say you want the dream, but do you want it bad enough to show up every single day? Even when nobody's watching, even when nothing's happening, even when it feels like the world forgot about you? That's the test. The truth is, your dream is waiting, but it will not come to you if you keep handing out excuses. You've got to replace every excuse with action. Replace I can't with I will try. Replace it's too hard with I'm built for this. Replace I'll do it later with I'll do it now. You don't need motivation every day. You need discipline every day. Motivation fades. Excuses grow. But discipline is the muscle that carries you when motivation is gone. So I'm challenging you right now. Decide that your discipline will be stronger than your excuses. Decide that every time the voice of weakness rises, the voice of discipline will crush it. Because when you build discipline, excuses have no home. And when excuses die, your future comes alive. Stop waiting for perfect. Some of you are still standing still because you're waiting for perfect. You're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect resources. Let me tell you the truth. There is no perfect. The only thing you have is right now. And if you don't try with what you've got, you'll never get what you want. Stop saying, when I have more money, then I'll start. No! Start broke. Start small. Start with nothing but hunger in your chest, because hunger is worth more than money. Hunger is worth more than resources. Hunger will carry you when nothing else will. Stop saying, when people support me, then I'll go all in. No! People don't support until they see results. You want applause before effort. You want recognition before action. It doesn't work that way. You've got to try first. You got to build in silence, push in silence, fail in silence. And when you succeed, the world will clap. You'll stop saying, when I feel ready, then I'll take the leap. Let me be real. You'll never feel ready. Fear will always whisper in your ear. Doubt will always knock at your door. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is a decision. You decide. I don't care if I'm scared. I don't care if I'm unprepared. I will try anyway. Stop saying, when people support me, then I'll go all in. No! People don't support until they see results. You want applause before effort. You want recognition before action. It doesn't work that way. You've got to try first. You've got to build in silence, push in silence, fail in silence. And when you succeed, the world will clap. Stop saying, when I feel ready, then I'll take the leap. Let me be real. You'll never feel ready. Fear will always whisper in your ear. Doubt will always knock at your door. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is a decision. You decide, I don't care if I'm scared. I don't care if I'm unprepared. I will try anyway. The world doesn't belong to the prepared. It belongs to the persistent, the ones who keep moving when conditions aren't right. The ones who say, I may not know everything, but I will learn as I go. That's power. That's how legends are made. So stop waiting for perfect. Perfect is procrastination dressed up in a suit. Perfect is just another excuse. The clock is ticking. Your life is moving and you're still standing still. Don't wait another second. Don't hesitate another moment. Step out, mess up, fall, get back up. Twirl. Because the truth is, the only mistake is not trying. Everything else is just a lesson. And if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to fall forward, if you're willing to keep trying, there is no force on earth that can stop you. Pain is the price of progress. If you want to do something great, you've got to stop running from pain. You've got to stop hiding from struggle, because pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Struggle is not your weakness. It's your weight room. And every rep of pain makes you stronger. Every trial shapes your character. Every setback forces you to level up. You keep making excuses because you're trying to avoid the hurt. You don't try because you don't want to fail. You don't start because you don't want to suffer. But let me tell you right now, pain is the down payment for greatness. There is no progress without it. You say, it hurts too much. Good. That means you're growing. You say, I can't handle it. Yes, you can. You've handled worse. You just forgot how strong you are. Stop asking for easy. Stop praying for comfort. Pray for courage. Pray for endurance. Pray for the will to try no matter how much it hurts. Listen, failure doesn't kill dreams. Quitting does. Struggle doesn't kill potential. Excuses do. Every time you refuse to try, you choose comfort over your calling. And I need you to stop that today. When it burns, push anyway. When it's heavy, lift anyway. When it's dark, walk anyway. When it's lonely, grind anyway. Because the more you embrace the pain, the more power you unlock. The truth is, pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. And if you let excuses protect you from pain, you will never taste the sweetness of victory. So hear me right now. Every time you feel that sting, every time life knocks you down, every time your mind says it's too much, you look back and you shout, no excuse. I will try again, because one more try might be the one that changes everything. Excuses kill, effort heals. Excuses don't just slow you down, they kill you. They kill your vision. They kill your momentum. They kill your future. And the worst part, excuses are silent killers. They don't take you out in one blow. They drain you little by little until one, what? Then you wake up and realize your whole life passed you by and you never even tried. Hey, but effort is medicine. Effort heals your confidence. Effort heals your broken past. Effort heals the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Because the second you try, the second you move, the second you put in work, you remind yourself, I'm not done. I'm not weak. I'm not average. I'm still in the fight. Stop letting excuses rot your soul. You tell yourself, I'm too old. No, you're not. I don't have enough time. Yes, you do. You just waste it. I don't have what it takes. That's a lie. You don't know what you got till you try. Excuses make you sick. They leave you bitter, resentful, jealous, watching others win while you sit in regret. But effort sets you free. It releases the weight on your shoulders. It silences the voice of doubt. It proves to you and to everybody else that you are built for more. Hear me clearly. You can't control the outcome, but you can always control the effort. Trying is the one thing nobody can take from you. And if you keep trying, keep pushing, keep showing up, eventually the outcome will bend in your favor. So from this day forward, you got to decide, are you going to let excuses kill your dream? Or are you going to let effort heal your future? Because one path leads to regret and the other leads to greatness. And the only difference between the two is the courage to try. Your excuses steal from your future. Every excuse you make is not just costing you today. It's stealing from you tomorrow. Every time you say, hey, I'll do it later, you rob your future self of the life they deserve. Every time you say, I can't, because you're handing your future over to fear, to laziness, to regret. Stop thinking your excuses are harmless. They're not. Excuses are thieves. They steal time you'll never get back. They steal opportunities you'll never see again. They steal dreams you'll never touch if you keep letting them win. And here's the truth. You don't just hurt yourself when you don't try. You hurt everyone connected to you. You hurt your family, your kids, your team, your community. Somebody out there is waiting on the gift inside you. And because you keep making excuses, they may never see it. You're not just responsible for yourself. You're responsible for what you've been called to do. You're responsible for the talent you've been given. You're responsible for the purpose on your life. And excuses are the fastest way to bury that purpose. So let me ask you, how much longer are you going to let excuses rob you? How many more years are you willing to throw away? How much more potential are you going to leave on the table before you say, enough? Because trying is not optional. It's mandatory. If you've been blessed with life, you've been blessed with responsibility. And the only way to honor that blessing is to give everything you've got, even if it scares you, even if you fail, even if you don't see results right away. Excuses are stealing your destiny. But the moment you decide to try, the moment you say no more excuses, I will move, I will fight, I will show up, that's the moment you take your future back. Don't let another day slip through your fingers. Don't let another opportunity pass you by. Take your future back right now with effort, with courage, with action, with trying. Excuses don't build legacy. Listen to me. One day you're going to be gone. One day your name will be spoken for the last time. And when that day comes, you have to ask yourself, what will they say about me? Will they say he had potential but never tried? Will they say she had dreams but made excuses? Or will they say that man, that woman fought, pushed, tried, refused to quit, and left a mark on the world? Your excuses will not be remembered. Your excuses will not live on. Nobody will ever say he couldn't because he was tired, or she didn't because it was hard. No. Excuses die with you, but effort builds legacy. Effort leaves fingerprints on history. Effort inspires the next generation to keep moving. So stop thinking this is just about you. This is about the people coming after you. Your children, your family, your community. They don't need your excuses. They need your example. They need to see what it looks like to try, even when it's hard. To keep showing up when it doesn't make sense. To keep swinging when life is hitting back. You can't pass down excuses, but you can pass down courage. You can pass down work ethic. You can pass down the spirit of persistence. And that's what makes you unforgettable. Hear me clearly. Legacy is not built in comfort. Legacy is not built in excuses. Legacy is built in effort, in sacrifice, in the willingness to try one more time, to push one more day, to climb one more hill. When your back is against the wall, when you feel like quitting, I want you to think about your last name. I want you to think about your children's children. I want you to think about the story they'll tell when they mention you. And then I want you to decide, am I going to leave behind excuses or am I going to leave behind greatness? Because the truth is simple. Your excuses die with you, but your effort will outlive you. And the only way to build that kind of legacy is to try. No excuse, no retreat, no regret. You listen to me. This is it. The final word, the last message. And I need you to let this sink deep. There is absolutely no excuse for not trying. None. Zero. Period. You've been given life. Do you know how many people didn't wake up this morning? Do you know how many people wish they had the chance you have right now? And you're telling me you're going to waste it on excuses? Not today. Not anymore. Your life is not a game. Time is not unlimited. Every second you hesitate, every day you waste, every excuse you make, that's time you'll never get back. You don't get a reset button. You don't get a second life. This is it. One shot. One chance. One story. And I'm asking you, what story will it be? The story of someone who let fear, laziness, and doubt steal their destiny? Or the story of someone who treed, who fought, who refused to quit, who gave everything they had until their last breath? Listen, trying doesn't guarantee success, but not trying guarantees failure. Let me say that again. Trying doesn't guarantee success, but not trying guarantees failure. And if you don't step up now, if you don't move now, if you don't try now, you will carry that regret for the rest of your life. Okay, so hear me. No retreat, no surrender, no excuse. From this day forward, when life gets hard, when the enemy whispers in your ear, when the excuses start piling up, you shut them down with action. You shut them down with effort. You shut them down by trying with everything inside you. And when you're tired, you try. When you're broke, you try. When you're scared, you try. When you're alone, you try. Because there is no excuse strong enough to stop you. No excuse powerful enough to bury your gift. No excuse for trading for your destiny. Yeah, this is your hour. This is your moment. No more waiting. No more blaming. No more excuses. It's time to try, to fight, to live the life you were built for. Because the only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. Stop listening. Stop planning. Stop talking. It's time to move. Right here, right now, take one step toward your dream. Make the call, write the plan, hit the gym, start the business, apply for the job, do something. Excuses end today. Action starts now. No more retreat. No more delay. No more excuses. This is your time. This is your season. This is your life. So get up. Tier Y with everything you've got. Fight with everything inside you. And don't stop until the world knows your name. Because greatness doesn't belong to the ones who wait. It belongs to the ones who try.